Hey, David here. Um, it has been a wild week or two, or three, or maybe it's years. I'm not sure. But anyway, we've been incredibly busy in the last few long times. Um, we got a lot going on, and I wanted to make sure I got you guys up to snuff on this, what's going on, because it's going to affect you as insiders. It's going to affect you a lot, actually, because you get access to more things than anybody else in our system. And we're going to talk about basically three or four things today that are really important. The first is the new website. I'm going to start from the reverse of our list that I sent out in the email today. The first is the new website. We're frantically working on getting the new website up. There's a clone of the existing site already. You may have noticed, we've noticed for a long time, that the site's pretty slow. It's incredibly slow on the back end. And one of the things that we're doing is this is all coinciding with a move to Infusionsoft out of A members. So we have to migrate our affiliates. We have to make sure that everything gets set up properly to maintain our lifetime referrals. We have to make sure that we have our new membership software in place. And we have to build out these systems so that we maintain them in two different locations, in two different places. So people who are previous insiders we'll have a migration process for you, but we're going to try to migrate people over to the Infusionsoft a little bit at a time to make sure that it all works properly and does what it's supposed to do. It's going to be a different login and a different back-end system and a different access to everything, but it should be a whole lot cleaner and a whole lot more organized, and with the ability to get to everything really simply and easily. That's the focus of that. And we really want to have that cooking and singing before the workshop. That's March 19th is when the workshop actually starts for me. We've set a date of March 1 to have a lot of new stuff in there. So for example, next week's product that we're going to promote next week is the MyNAMS 13 replays. That's going to start on Monday. And we're going to promote that for a week probably. It's going to be the last week that we do $77 on the replays, and we'll probably do that product launch or product as our guinea pig product in the Infusionsoft system, so that when people sign up, they will become a customer in the Infusionsoft system, not the A member system. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of moving parts in the background of this. And Cindy Bedar and Gary Cornelis and Regina and some other folks are really working on making this happen. And it actually drove me to do if you saw the Myers-Briggs test that I put into the Insiders Club yesterday, it actually drove me to do that this week to see how involved I need to get in the details versus, the details drive me crazy. And I found that in my test that there's a good reason for that. So I'm learning a lot. There is no, Teresa, there is no email about the new site. It was in the email I sent out today to the Insiders Club members, reminding them of this call. That's all. So the things we're going to cover today are the new website, the new click tracker software, the MyNAMS funnel implementation, and the special benefit for the insiders here, and the workshop, and how that's going to affect insiders as well. So we want to get as many insiders at the workshop as possible. So we got some things to talk about. So basically all I want to say about the website, the new website, is that we're going to notify you guys as stuff is happening in the new website. You won't see it until it's ready to come up. We might send you a kind of a beta behind the scenes link to do a little testing with us, to do a little investigation, to make some comments and that kind of stuff. But that's not going to be for a week or two at least. Okay, so I'm going to move away from so the key to the website thing is it's all about performance, organization, and integration with Infusionsoft on the back end. One of the reasons I went to Infusionsoft, I started comparing numbers, right? Aweber plus Amazon S3 plus a lot of the hosting that we're doing and everything. I'm looking at about $1,500 to $2,000 a month now in infrastructure cost for the MyNAMS site. It's a big, big site. And it gets a lot, you know, the next NAMS workshop site alone is getting about 10,000 unique visitors a month. So that's a lot. And the Insiders Club, I'm not the Insiders Club, but the MyNAMS site is getting 12 to 15,000 unique visitors a month. And we're not doing a very good job of capturing leads, especially when we're getting that kind of traffic, because our funnel system on the back end is so bad. We have no real way of using a member and making sure that the funnels treat people personally. And that's really what I want, is a personal type of automation, which, if that makes sense, so that people are actually treated separately based on their what they've purchased and what they're doing. Okay. Hold on just one second. Let me change something here. Okay, so I was on wireless. My computer rebooted, and when it reboots, it always comes back up wireless, and I have to turn the wireless off to come back to the dialed-in network. So I hope that's going to give the video a little bit better. All right, the next thing is that I want to talk about is the simple click tracker system that we're going to be implementing, and we want to. This is for you guys. I mean, we're doing this for you guys and me. We're doing it for me too. No kidding, because I'm going to use it. But when I built this, I thought this is a great insider benefit. And so it's a very, very rudimentary system right now. And we're probably by this Saturday going to start looking for beta testers on this. And to actually add your domains and run some clicks, some traffic, and some redirects through it. So let me show you basically what it is right now and how simple it is and what it looks like. So give me just a second. Click, goes there, goes there, goes there, sharing screen. All right. All right, so this is what it looks like. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And when you come, the first thing you're going to do is install a domain. So you would add a domain, and when you do that, you just put in the domain you want here. And Gary is creating a. This is Gary Cornelis created this for us. So if I add nams.ws here, it does not install until I tell it to install. So we're clicking the process that will take you through the installation. So if I come over back to the domains, you'll see I've got an install button here, but there will be a 1, 2, 3 step in process in place so that you install this on your site. And it should be a click a button with an automatic install. That's the goal, is to click a button with an automatic install. If you don't know your FTP information, then you'll have to do a manual install somehow. Okay, so you've got your domain set up, right? Then you come over and you create your links. And it's pretty, we're going to have a graph at the top of your traffic. You can see this is brand new. So if I come to, let me get a link from my Bad Dad site here. So if I come down and grab an image, let's do an image here. Image URL. And I'm going to build a new link. Just put in here that this is my kids. That's the title of what I'm putting in here. Now, remember, this is SEO stuff, so you want to put in good information up here because that's going to be part of your link. And if I had a group set up, I would add a group to it. If it was an affiliate link, I might have an affiliates group. If it is whatever groups that you want to set up, you'll be able to set it up. Now, all of this, by the way, is hosted by us. So you will have all of this will be on our system, but you will have, it'll redirect to yours using your sites. So this is a real benefit for you so that you can continue moving forward with redirects. Now, you know, I always talk to you about using redirects, and this is like having a Pretty Link system or a Go Try This system. We modeled this after Go Try This, and it is going to be free to insiders. So the path is what we're going to change that to be the to URL so that you know that we're redirecting it. No, sorry, this is not the to URL. This is the path is the redirect URL. So for example, this would be my kids. And we're not going to allow any spaces in here. It'll break if you do that. So then I put in the path here, and it will create a new link here that is a redirect link, and it's that simple. So there's my redirect. I click that, copy that, and when I then do, when I drop it into a, I don't know if it's going to work or not. It wasn't working last night, but we will see. It should go to the picture. There, it works. Right, it shows the picture. That was the URL that I was pulling from that site. So it just goes to whatever I'm pulling. Now, if I were creating an affiliate link for that product, and I did a redirect, one of the things I can show you real quickly, let's see, where it goes. I want to trace the URL, and then I'm going to have this added to our site too, so you can test yours to make sure that you see the affiliate links and all of that. So if I click on, this is another site where you can always trace your short links. It will show you where it's going. So you can see it goes to that long link, and then it ends up at that link. So you can see where the redirects go. That's what a redirect does. A redirect hides links that you don't want to show everybody. So it basically gets you to the right place. All right. And if you were doing this as an affiliate link, you could actually test to make sure that your affiliate ID was being hit. So for example, let's see, I know I just gave Scott Smith his affiliate link to NAMS. So I'll show you what his affiliate link is. Scott loves NAMS. And right there is Scott's affiliate link. So you would know, and this is a redirect of 4 times that gets to nextnams.com. And that is going to cookie Scott Smith's affiliate link there. So that's how that works. Okay. But anyway, what we're doing is creating the tracking system for you here on our site as an insider, and that'll be part of what you get from us. Okay. You'll add your groups, and then you'll have stats over here, which will give you, you can sort by group, sort by domain, sort by links, sort by time period if you want. So you can see what your traffic is doing, total clicks, unique clicks, and the kind of clicks that you're getting. So we're going to need some beta testers. We want to roll this out next week to everybody so that they can start using it. And that's it. That's the simple tracker thing. So I wanted to tell you that's coming. I'm pretty excited about that because I think it's going to save you money and be a really good tool for you. All right, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was the funnel implementation. Well, first I'm going to tell you about the workshop. Okay. The workshop is right around the corner. It is probably, what is today, 12th, so that's about 38 days, 37, 38 days till the workshop. We are way, way, way ahead of schedule. Thank you, Regina Smola. We have our schedule up. We have instructors adding their topics, their descriptions, all that stuff. We know what they're doing, but we want them to put the stuff in there. One of the things we do with instructors is we tell them, put as good a description in there as possible. And we put this on them, by the way, to do that, so that they can give you the benefits, because you know you're competing across 4 tracks. Now, you want to go to the appropriate track. That's for sure. But we want to make sure that the instructors are actually attracting people into their marketers. So they should be able to kind of sell you a little bit. into getting into their system. So we've got about 40, 43, 42, 43 instructors coming this time. And oh, Ellen, sorry, if for you guys who missed the beginning, that was the simple tracker system that we're giving everybody in the Insiders Club. So you'll have that simple tracker system to be able to use. We're going to use beta testers. So we're going to get you guys as beta testers probably starting this weekend. Okay. Let's see. Workshop. I was talking about the workshop. We've never done a great job of treating the insiders specially at the workshop. And this year, you're going to see some big changes for the insiders. I love insiders. I love this group. This group is the most engaged group around, and it is action takers. The people who do the challenges are just awesome. So we're going to do a lot for the insiders. One of the things that we're going to do for the insiders is that you will have a ribbon that says insiders under your badge. It's going to be, I keep pointing, you can't see, it's going to be, you'll have a neck wallet like we had last time that just hangs around your neck. And under that, we'll have a ribbon that says insiders. So people will be able to identify that you're a member of the insiders. You will have a separate registration table and a separate entrance into the ballroom. So you'll either pre-register on Thursday or you'll have a separate registration and separate entrance to the ballroom. You get to go in first. Everybody else, we're going to hold out. They can't go in until about 15 minutes before registration time or before we open up the show. We've got so many people coming this time that we have 3 rows of tables that will be set up in the front. And then there'll be chairs through the rest of the ballroom, not tables. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. The first is the tables will be reserved. There'll be a sign on the tables reserved for insiders. So we're expecting 50 to 75 insiders. That's where you guys will sit in the front at the tables. So you can put your computers out. You will get entrance first, tables reserved, and we will identify you and make a big deal about you in there. The other reason that we're putting the tables in front like that is so that when we use that room for breakout sessions, that that people will sit to the front instead of just all over the room. That's one of the big issues with using that room. Let's see, the other thing about insiders, and we haven't quite figured out how to do this with the schedule yet, but we're talking to the hotel about getting a special room. There is the concierge room upstairs, which closes on Saturday and opens back up on Sunday. I think it's closed Friday night and Saturday. It might be open on Friday night, but I know it's closed on Saturday. But we are trying to make it a special room reception for the insiders. There will be some light snacks. There'll be some, we haven't decided on drinks yet or not, but this will be a special hosting room for the insiders. And my wife's in charge of this. So she's taking care of all this. And when my wife's in charge of something like this, it gets done right. So look forward to that. Let's see what else. We got other special things. We're thinking about having special T-shirts for the insiders. We're thinking about all kinds of things. So it pays to be an insider. So we're glad you are one. Okay. Now, the workshop, by the way, Thursday, if you haven't signed up for Kelly and Phaedra's add-on workshop on Thursday, I really encourage you to do that. Those guys will get you moving. If you didn't see yesterday's or Tuesday's video presentation on that, the conversation I had with Phaedra and Kelly, please do that. It's on the workshop attendees Facebook group. You can find it there. And by the way, you do know about the workshop attendees Facebook group, I hope. If you're coming to the workshop, you need to be over there. So let me get that up so you can see it, which is, where is it? Workshop attendees. I don't have it in my favorites. Hold on a second. Just a second. MyNAMS workshop attendees. Here we go. All right. So this is the workshop attendees group. We have a bunch of people here. This is the video that we did with Kelly and Phaedra. And you can click this and go over and check that out. It's a YouTube video as well. Actually, it should be at the top of the page here. Where is it? It's supposed to be at the top of this page. Oh, there's the link to the YouTube video right there. So it's they did a really good job of explaining what's going to happen in there. All right. Let's see, is there anything else I want to show you while we're here on the Insiders Club? Nope, that's it. Okay, coming back. All right. Any questions about that so far? Let's see. Guys, you're feeling pretty special. That's good. That's good. We want you to feel special. And I'm sorry that you had trouble with Webinar Jam. I don't know what's up with that. If you have additional, if it was just stalling, let me know. If you didn't have the plugin in, let me know. Don't know what we can do about the Webinar Jam except report it. All right. Now I want to talk to you about the funnel. Being an insider means you get to see what's behind my business, and so that it can apply to your business. There's a couple of things that's happened this year that have become instrumental in the way that we do business now. I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to blurt it out, okay? This has been the hardest 2 years of my life. The past 2 years, hardest 2 years of my life, professionally and personally. I've had some family issues in the last 2 years that have really rocked my world. And so that has been really hard for me. With my dad stuff and the stuff going on with some of my kids and all that other thing, it's just been really hard. So I went and got help from Alex Mandossian, which was a big expense and decision for me last year. And I'm still working with Alex, and I haven't seen him or talked to him in a couple of months. But I have been implementing everything that we talked about. One of the things about having a coach is that, and I do this for people as well, is that you can see into somebody else's issues and troubles and offer solutions that the other person is too close to see. That happens to all of us. You know, that's the reason President Obama has an advisory committee. I mean, he uses people. He's got people that are not on his cabinet that he uses as advisors. That's the reason that CEOs talk to other CEOs. That's the reason that Bill Gates goes down to Bill Clinton's annual retreat in Savannah with all those other CEOs that hang out down there, and they mastermind. That's what it is, masterminding and getting to know each other. And a lot of that action happens not in the rooms, but in the individuals that we talk to. You know, it's in the individuals on the side that we talk to. So one of the biggest things that happened, and it's to your benefit, was restructuring my business so that we were at levels, not products. Now that's a really interesting idea for me. So I'm going to show you, you've seen my funnel before, and you know that I love passive income. So we're going to talk about this just a little bit as well. So I'm going to show you some more about this and what it means. And because you're an insider, I'm going to tell you what I'm offering at the workshop. And I don't want you to really go out and tell anybody else about it, because it is kind of important. Let's see if I can make this actually work a little better this way. How does that work? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm using Jane Duber's NAMS assessment tool, which is at namsassessment.com. And it is here, which measures your commitment to your business and your personal growth. Now, believe it or not, I get people in coming through that assessment who don't have any skill. They score really low in the skill levels, but their commitment is 50. And if their commitment is anywhere between 35 and 50, I talk to them about this level. So remember, Alex taught, if you remember at the last workshop, Alex taught about flipping the funnel. So this is my version of flipping the funnel. If you come in and say you're very committed, I'm going to run you through the bottom and say you need to think about personal coaching and getting everything else in our system. Personal coaching and everything else in our system. So, to do this, 25K is a lot of money, but, if we do $2,300 a month or $2,400, whatever it is, it's doable. Folks do that. We also have the 10K mastermind. Again, $1,000 a month, that's doable. You get 2 days a month, 2 days, 2 times a year in a small group. The VIP is 2 days individually with me coaching and the mastermind. So there's a lot of travel and a lot of opportunity there involved in getting real straightforward coaching, right? So the mastermind level is the one that I'm going to focus on at the workshop. It's 10K, 6 to 10 people, 2 days, 2 times per year, expenses paid except travel. So you get yourself there and I take care of it, everything else. Your lodging and your meals and all of that for those 2 days. But you also get everything else that's here, which is the Lifetime Elite Club, which is the $5,000 deal, which gives you Lifetime Insiders Club, the Lifetime Email Coaching, the Lifetime 90-Day Challenge, Lifetime Workshop tickets for 2. So, and by the way, I'm signing the contract for 15 and 16 this week. That's 2016's NAMS workshops, March and August. I'm signing that contract this week. So it's going to be around a while. You get the email coaching, 90-day challenges, the Insiders Club, which gets you all the stuff that's in the Insiders Club and the workshops. So that's what you get at the mastermind level. So I wanted to show you this funnel because this is really the way we're built now. We still have all the products. We still have products that we can sell as lead generators as to get people into the system. But when you become an Insiders Club at that $97 rate, and by the way, congratulations to those who got in at the $77 rate yesterday. And if you're an annual member, we still have to have a conversation. So if you got in at the $97 a month rate, then you get all of that stuff and you get Lifetime Insiders after 12 months, right? So this is the mastermind. That's the one we're going to focus on at the workshop. So the offer is you're going to be able to get this mastermind in one of 2 ways. One, pay 10K. That seems pretty simple, right? You pay 10K or you pay $1,000 a month, you get the mastermind. 2 is that you earn it. You know I love to let people earn stuff. And the way that people are going to earn it is, and you can start this now, by the way, if you want. You're going to get a head start on everybody else. And if you want to start this now, you're going to meet with me personally to talk about it. And you just schedule a time to talk about it and how you can earn it for free and build an income system. So one of the things, and it's isogenics is what it is. I'm going to talk to you about the isogenics piece and how you earn that. My goal is to have 10 what's called crystal executives. So in 6 months, they build a path through the isogenic system where they are bringing in people and making money. And I don't like making phone calls to do that kind of stuff. So I do webinars and I do Facebook groups, social media, all that kind of stuff. And I'm climbing that ladder and getting there as fast as I can. And one of the things we're going to focus on is bringing people in who want to earn this. So it's a real simple system, and you're going to get weekly coaching on me on how to do it. And it is network marketing. But all I've found is that network marketing is affiliate marketing on steroids. It is an amazing way to build geometric progression and better than, believe it or not, better than lifetime referrals on an income stream. So Um, that's the way to earn this thing. And what I'm going to tell you is, if you want to talk about it today, if you want to talk about it with me, go to nams.ws/ISA meet, and we'll talk about it. Now, I'm talking to you about the business opportunity here to do this, but I'm also telling you that the health benefits are huge on this. My wife and I both are loving this. So we want to be able to get people involved in this. And that's going to be the offer that we're going to make to people. This is the mastermind. You can either pay for it or earn it. And I will also tell you this: if you've earned it, if you've earned this mastermind by within the 6-month period that we're talking about, you're looking at probably a residual income of no less than $20K per year. No less than $20K per year. And I think that should be very attractive to you. That's what I'm after, is residual income no less than $50K per year. But by the end of the year, I'm looking at $150,000 in residual income in this system. So if you're interested in talking about that, nams.ws/ISA meet. That's it. Now, the funnel, to me, Pat says, should we use a similar funnel in our business? I don't know about this exact makeup, but I think you definitely have to have a funnel in place, and you have to have a plan for how everybody gets into your system. So, I'm going to start we will be dropping people in. Like I remember I told you, we had 10,000 people, unique visitors coming every month to our websites. We need to stop dropping people into those systems. We get a 20%, 30%, 40% conversion on people into those systems through free funnels, or through, if they take the assessment and they come in and they do the 100% funnel, we have a conversation with those people to go to the 100% commitment at the bottom and come up the bottom of the funnel. So it's the funnel, to me, whether you flip it or not, it depends on how you come in. It depends on how committed you are. And I'm not going to waste time with people who aren't committed. That's the reason, by the way, I love this group. People who are committed to the Insiders Group, you're committed. I love that. So what we're about here is making money and moving forward. The funnel works for me. This funnel works for me. It may not be exactly the funnel that you want, but you definitely need to have a funnel, and you definitely need to know what the levels are and what your ultimate goal is, whether you're implementing it now or not, and what your entry level stuff is. So, Pat, that's my answer to that. Yes, you need a funnel in your business. You may have one product right now, but you got to start building on those products. So if you have any questions here, drop it in. No, Pat, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can earn the mastermind session by doing the isogenics path as an income stream, completely optional, completely up to you. And if you go to nams.ws/ISA meet, we can talk about it in more detail. But you don't have to do that. Like I said, there's going to be 2 ways that people can get into that mastermind session. One is they pay for it. The second is they earn it. So that's all. I'm not pushing anybody on that. I just want to make sure that you know that that's an opportunity for you. That's all. Let's see, what else? Anything else we need to cover today? I think we covered a lot today. You got questions about this stuff? Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. So the concierge room at all Marriott's Gala close on the weekends. It's not going to change for us. Doesn't change for anybody. I've never seen a concierge room for platinum members only, by the way, or elite members only, that stays open through the weekend. The hotel is completely booked, but if you've booked your hotel, at this point, I would tell you to use ARP or AAA or any kind of association discount that you have that you can book, if you can book it. and make sure that you let me know that, so that we can focus on getting you in the system at the hotel so you get the benefits. I think like if you didn't book through us, you don't get free internet, for example, in your room. So we want to make sure that you get all the benefits that we have. So we'll try to get you into our system. And if you do that, you'll have to go to the $99 rate if they'll give that to you. So we'll do what we can to get you into the NAMS block. I'll tell you, if you don't mind, I'll just tell you real quickly about the NAMS workshop and what the commitment is for me on the NAMS workshop. Like I said, I'm signing the contract this week for 16, 15, and 16, which will be March and August of next year. And it always scares me. It always scares me to do it because when I put my name on that, I am guaranteeing about 375 room nights, which works out to about $40,000, because there's other stuff that I guarantee there, like what's it called, the banquet fees. For I have to do the reception, which is the banquet fee. I have to do the guarantee so much restaurant income. So my commitment will be like 80 grand when I sign these for next year, 2016. And one of the reasons that we keep the price low and the amenities low is that we focus on getting as many people there as possible and helping as many people as possible. One of the things that you need to know about our new website system is that we're not moving all the affiliates over there. We're going to have a cutoff for the affiliates. We're instituting a minimum payment of $100 to affiliates. We are also cutting off the move to only affiliates who have earned more than $250 over there. So that means that you'll go into the system without becoming an affiliate over there until you, if you haven't earned more than $250. That's lifetime since you've been in the NAMS system as an affiliate. And you can see that by going to your affiliate dashboard in the membership background. What else? The workshop is massive. It's a week of time for me, and I'm exhausted after the workshop. I used to try to schedule stuff 3 days after the workshop, but it takes me at least a week to recover, so I'll be really quiet after the workshop. One of the things that's a blessing about this workshop is that my wife has started getting more and more involved in the business, which I love. She is the polar opposite of me in that Myers-Briggs test that we did yesterday. She's very detail-oriented, very much of a follow-through, very much of what that was the judging piece, which when I saw that word, I don't like that word because that to me is judgmental. But what it means is that it's very methodical and very thinks through a lot. And she does that in spades, and she's a great teacher. So she's really getting involved in this and really helping up the level of what we're doing at the workshop. So let's see. Tim says he posted a couple of questions in the Facebook group. So let me see that real quick. I think during one of our challenges, you mentioned the concept of not overlooking the low-hanging fruit in your niche. Could you please explain that again? I could use a refresher on it. Second question is, I was trying to find Tony Leidig's interview from our September challenge. It's not on the challenge page with the other videos. Is there a link to it? Okay, one of the things, I'll do the second one first. The thing that we do about the challenges is the challenges are available the month of the challenge. We might rethink that. So there is, on that page, the way it's built, we have the micro workshop. So the micro workshop is always available to people who purchase the micro workshop. Then if you're an insider, you get the additional, which only shows up if you're an insider, which is the challenge. But it only shows up during the month that we're actively doing that challenge. One of the reasons we do that is we want people to move en masse through the challenges. That really helps get the momentum going. So I understand the issue, Tim, and we'll try to figure out some kind of middle ground there so that people can get access to Tony's webinar as well. And I'll get back to you on that. Let's see, the first question was low-hanging fruit. So if you have, what is low-hanging fruit? Okay, I'll tell you what some low-hanging fruit is about the workshop. The workshop is a registration fee. We're doing recordings. The low-hanging fruit on the recordings is selling the recordings, right? That's low-hanging fruit because we have people there who've already said that they're interested, and we can sell the recordings to the workshop to those people. In addition, we can sell the recordings to the workshop to the people who could not make it. So that's low-hanging fruit. You have to evaluate the technology that and the cost of doing those things. So that's the concept of low-hanging fruit, really, is what are you doing that you can already add additional stuff to drive in more revenue? That's low-hanging fruit. Now, do you have a specific kind of questions about that, Tim? I'm a little confused about what you're looking for. Let's see, for you, let's talk about your t-shirt business real quick. Here's 5 minutes of coaching. If you were doing a t-shirt business and you do great graphic design, which you do, low-hanging fruit for you might be to sell a service to people to create a t-shirt shop that would be customized for their stuff. So, for example, you got John Cornetta, who's going to be at the workshop teaching about T-Gear, his new t-shirt business model, where in 6 months last year, he sold 1.8 million t-shirts on Facebook. That's pretty exciting. 1.8 million t-shirts. And you might be able to actually set up custom t-shirt shops, not shops, but stores for people who were selling t-shirts with their designs. Another piece of low-hanging fruit for you might be that you have pre-selected designs and concepts that you put out as a gallery that people can click and buy. Just like we saw from when we did the Kindle challenge, there was the person who had what was the name of that? It was was it Go Right? I think it was Go On Right. I think it was, where the guy had the Kindle covers already created. You just picked one, paid $40. That was it. You could actually do t-shirt designs where people picked one, paid $40, and they went off and used that t-shirt design. What else could you do that is low-hanging fruit? From your book that you did on Kindle, which was really good, by the way, I was really happy to see that short inspirational book that you did on Kindle about t-shirts and the $89,000 t-shirt. You could actually do speaking engagements at local Kiwanis, Rotary, those folks all around you within, let's say, 50 to 100-mile radius, and start driving people into that book and into your t-shirt business. So that's low-hanging fruit for you because you already have the material made and created for that. Let's see what else. There's lots of, when you start thinking, there's lots of opportunities out there. That's what I'm talking about with low-hanging fruit. Okay. Teresa says, is Isogenics the only way to earn the 10K mastermind? Yep, it is. Do it through this, where we can teach you how to make enough money to move you forward, or you buy the mastermind and we will do the mastermind sessions for you and help you build additional income that way. But that's an expense. And what I really want you to do is learn how to build an income. So that's what we're going to do in the mastermind as well. We'll teach you how to build an income, but it's going to be on your stuff. It's kind of like we don't have a foolproof system in place. On this other one, we have a foolproof system in place. Okay. Anything else? I think we're about done here with today's call. This is, Pat says, what is a simple link tracker? Are you looking for beta users? Yes, we are. We'll let you know Saturday about the simple link tracker. And that is our system that we're giving you guys to use to do link redirecting and all of that. Member directory. Somebody asked about the member directory. There was some confusion about that in the Facebook group. The member directory was tied to the old form. The form is gone. It's actually still there. We just closed it down because of security issues and all that kind of stuff. And because people weren't using it, they were using the Facebook groups. So, sorry, I got distracted by Ruth's question. I'll come back to you, Ruth, in just a second. What are we talking about? Holy crap, I just lost it. What was I saying? It was about member directory, right? So what we're doing with the member directory is we're not doing anything with the member directory right now. We're going to take that link off, but it'll probably come back and pull your information from Facebook using the Facebook API. So we'll get your picture, your name, your about, all that stuff that will be automated. And then I hope that my goal for the member directory always was, and it'll be insiders only, by the way. My goal for the member directory was always to allow you to put in your niche so that we could do some kind of a cross-pollination for joint venturing and working together, people with niches, and also resources. So if we'll use Tim again, and let's see, who else do I know what their niche is? Here it is, I like to. Well, Jeff is somebody. Teresa is a good example. Teresa Mills is a good example. Teresa is a technology person. She has a lot of good technical skills. So her niche is in technology. Tim has a niche in t-shirts. So if Tim decided he wanted to go use the t-shirt store concept, custom store concept that I just talked about, he might go through the insiders group and see who's a website builder. Teresa's name would come up. You guys work together. That's the goal for the member directory. That's after we go to Infusionsoft, after we get all that done, probably not until late March or early April, I would say. But yes, we did have a member directory, and yes, people did do it, but it was really kind of wonky. And this is going to be a much better system. Okay, let's see. Ruth said, if we don't already have 215 commissions before the move, is there any way to earn our way back in? Yes, there will be a way. We're not sure what it is yet, but there will be a way to earn your way back in. Yeah, Candy, we can't wait to see you next month either. I'm looking forward. This is going to be a great workshop. I'm really excited about this workshop. No, building isogenics to a reasonable level is not a full-time proposition. I spend less than 10 hours a week on isogenics. I now have 31 people under me. I only put in 9 of those. One of the things I love about it is that people, as you add people, they get dropped below you. And if you get 2 personally referred people in there, you start earning money. By the way, I am already paying my monthly mortgage from my house with my isogenics money. I started selling in November. So it's already bringing me enough money every month to pay my mortgage. That's something I've taken off my nut. Now, my expense nut every month is minus the mortgage. Pretty cool. As I build that up, it's going to start taking care of other things that I have in my life, and it's going to be automated. So that's what it is. It can be full-time when you start earning money and you start seeing the return. To tell the truth, you're going to get motivated to spend more and more time doing it. So it is something that but if you plan it out, 10 hours a week is plenty to get you going. Okay, I think we're going to, oh no, I saw something over here I wanted to talk about. The Kindle Challenge, you guys knocked it out in the Kindle Challenge last month. I was so excited to buy that Kindle Challenge. You guys did a great job. We had somebody, Walter, who is one of my coaching students, did put his music book out there, and he got 50 downloads in 2 free days. And he's not going to care if I tell you this, but he and I talked about this week on the open office hours. Yvette, yes, they do ship internationally, and you also get paid for internationally stuff as well. Okay, so Walter put his Kindle book out there for 2 days, did no promotions, and got 50 downloads. And he was disappointed that he only got 50 downloads. I thought that was great. No promotion whatsoever. He got 50 downloads just from the organic traffic on Amazon. Now, the question was, how do I promote beyond that? David Baer posted in the Insiders Club a bunch of good free audio book and ebook free book sites that you can post your free offer to, as well as you want to do a social marketing campaign. Brian Johnson did just an incredible job of running his book up to #1 last week. That was masterful if you watch that. So there are things you can do, but you have to have, if you're going to do free days, make sure you've got a promotion schedule in place for what you're going to do on those free days. Teresa asked in the Facebook group that she says, I have 1 second free promo scheduled for February 20th to 21st. I plan to have the second in the series ready to publish, hopefully the next weekend, February 27th. I was wondering if I should move my free promo of the first book to coincide with publishing of the second book and then run a free promo of the second a little later, or will it really matter? By the way, I tend to overthink. Welcome to the Myers-Briggs thing that we did yesterday. So any tips are greatly appreciated. By the way, overthinking was one of my character, I won't call it a defect, but a character attribute of my Myers-Briggs too. So, I hate that. People think it gets so complicated with me. It does. Let's see, Jeff had an answer here. He said, I haven't even run the free promo yet, but my thought would be to republish the first book with a cross promotion of the second book included, then run the free promo to coincide with the launch of the second book. So, Teresa, I think that's a question for Brian, and I really would tag Brian on this to get him to answer that. And but I will tell you that the more books you have out there and the more that you run free, the more your books, you're going to get promoted, because if you get a substantial amount of downloads, you're going to get something that comes back in those people's emails saying you might also like, and your book will show up there. It'll also be on the side of the page that says other books buy. So free promotion is always good, but if you can have a cross-promotional link in your free book as well to your other books or to your author page, you also want to make sure you include that. Don't do it with an affiliate link. That'll get you kicked out of Amazon. And I'm talking about the Amazon affiliate link. Don't do it with your Amazon affiliate link. That'll get you kicked out. But just do a straight link to your author page so that they can go see your other books as well. It's just what any publisher does. At the end of the book, they always put a link to the writer's other books. You might want to put it at the beginning of the book if you can, so that they can actually go over there quickly and buy that book. Tim says, are we really #1 bestsellers when it was a free download? Tim, you're a #1 bestseller. just get over it. Just admit it. You're a #1 bestseller. And yes, it was a free download. So it's okay. Amazon says you are #1 in that category. So you can get a little badge that says #1 bestseller, Amazon. So yeah, it's okay. Let's see. That looks like that's it for all the questions. I'll have the 30-day challenge videos up today. We're going to finish those out this afternoon. All right. Thanks for being here. Talk to you guys soon. Appreciate it.